How are we doing, everyone? Thanks for joining me. I am back down the local day ticket. It's Tuesday morning. It's still dark. You'll see behind me some of the lake maybe. I don't know how good the quality is, but I've got here early. I've got in a swim. I want to get in. I've come back on the old lake purely because as I left yesterday, I see two fish show in an area and I thought, do you know what? I need to get back in there tomorrow and we're just going to try something. I've got two videos to make today, this one and there'll be one more. So I'm going to spin you around, show you where we are, what we're doing, get on with this one and see how this one goes. You might be able to see down there the rods, they're on buzzers, all ready to go. They're already rigged up and set up, ready to rock and roll. You'll see here there's about 1.5 kilos of 15mm trick nut as well. That's going in today. I thought, do you know what? I've always done better on my sessions here when I've put bait in. I know it's not long defrosted and the water's cold, but I still think the fish respond to bait going in because not many people do it. They normally fish the way I fished yesterday, which wasn't too successful. Just small patches of attraction. I thought today, do you know what? Let's load it up. Because as I was driving round to leave yesterday, come past this swim. I think I've been in it before because there's some steps down there. And I don't know if I've been in it recent. I might have done the video where it froze over on me in it. I don't know, I'd have to look back. But I think I've fished this swim before, but the fish I see yesterday was 2/3 of the way across. I see two in maybe 20 seconds. One come out, then another one come out, and I thought that's more than I've seen the entire day watching the lake. I've seen in like 20-second periods, so there must be a big bulk of fish here. And I thought if there is, I want to hold them here, and bait's going to do that. So I've come on what they call the concrete bank or concrete swims. If I have a little wander along and walk down, I remember these steps. That's why I think I've been in here before. You lot are probably watching, being like, mate, you've done a video and they're like last 2 videos ago or something. Could well have done, who knows. But rods, they're all set up. I can go through that. 15 pound KORDA sublime. Then it comes down to the dark matte tungsten tubing, atomic 3-ounce gripper lead, KORDA run sleeve, and then the rig, I can unhoop it. This is a viewer request. Both videos I'm making today are, to be fair, so I'm not actually doing any of my own fishing as such. But it is, if I can show you, an IQD rig. I'm not showing you the best here, am I? So that's a size 6 thinking anglers choddy hook. Let's hang it there. I think the hook link I've used is £20. Oh, it's a Nashy one. Fluoro link, that's what it's called. £20 fluoro link by Nashy. And you'll see it's got a big D on there. I've got one of my 12mm plum goo wafters on it. And I'm fishing the IQD rig. The viewer has asked to stay anonymous, that's fine. And I've said, can you put a big loop here? So it acts as like a double kicker. I have seen people do that. I sometimes do that on my hinges, to be fair. So I've doubled up the sort of loop there, act as a kicker. And also, can you fish it in different lengths? So I've got one that's fished about 5 inches. The one on the middle rod is fished about 10. And the one on the right hand rod is fished about 7.5, 8. So, because I don't really know what size is right for this. It's a rig I don't use, the IQD rig. I don't like it at all. I know people catch loads of fish. I think that Tom Maker, he uses it all the time, I think. I absolutely hate the bloody thing. I don't actually physically see how this rig works, but we're going to give it a go. It is a viewer request, so all 3 rods are fished the same. The only difference is the hook links are different lengths. The hooks are the same, baits are the same, etc. We've got the atomic gripper leads on because we are going to be pasting them up and gooing them up and dipping them, and like I've done yesterday or on the previous vids. But for now, I'm going to get some bait out there while it's still dark, so the old seagulls can't see me getting it in. And we're going to see what happens, but I'll put you on the stand. You can watch a few pulpfuls go in, and I'll bring you back when it's light enough to cast in and get on with it. It's become light enough now where the bird life can get the bait. That's why I've stopped. The seagull, you'll see there's one just flying around. They've got a few of the last pulps I've put in. I thought, you know what, that's enough. I've put about 1/2 kilo in, so there's plenty out there to begin with. Spread sort of all around the middle-ish to 2/3 of the way across area. and I thought we're just going to see how it goes. If I get a bite off it, to be honest, I don't think we're even going to get a bite. I don't see how I'm going to catch on that rig. That's probably the most unconfident setup so far that I've cast out on these little viewer requests, you know. I just don't see that rig working. I know it does, so I've said it already, I know it does, but for me, I just don't see it working for me. But I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting ready because we are going to be wrapping the lead in the paste. I've got about a third of a pot left. Fortunately, the next video I'm making doesn't require me using this, so yeah, that'll probably go in this video. The trick nut primer you may or may not have seen before, you'll notice that's full to the top. I've put half a litre of STICKYBAITS Manila in there as well, so it's sort of thinned that out, made it go a bit further. And this is some crumbed up trick nut that I had from yesterday's video. I thought, you know what, we'll use that. And the goo we're going to be on with is the sweet nut flavour, but I do think that's changing its name. It won't be called a goo or a glug. I think it'll be called a liquid food bait, I think. Don't hold me to that, but that's what we're going to do. So let me get a rod up here, let's get a lead wrapped up, and let's get those out there. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one. Just in case you've not seen me do this, or this is your first video, I thought I'll just show you what I'm actually doing. I've got the paste and I've packed it one side of the lead, completely covered it. Then I've squirted the old goo stroke liquid food bait into the middle of it, fully loaded it, and what I'm now going to do is pack paste over the top again, and then I'll bring it back, and all we're going to do is dunk the whole lot in there, and we're going to cast it out. So let me get some paste on the other side and then I'll show you that bit. Now I've got the lead all wrapped in the paste. I'll just point out the paste is a nut paste, so everything should complement each other. You know, the paste is nut, the primer and the Manila, that's like a nut, sort of maple, vanilla all mixed in one. The boil it's going to get dipped in is trick nut. The goo that's gone in it is a nut. I know the hook bait isn't, that's a plum, but that's irrelevant. The actual lead setup is all complementing each other. So what I'm doing, I'm trying not to get the hook bait in there because I don't want the hook bait in there today. So I'm just dipping it in there like that. And then we're dropping it in there like that. Try to keep the hook bait out, which I've done. And then on this occasion, it'll be easy if I just sort of do that. Cover it over, push it on. Here you go. And then if we just lift it up, look at that there. What a lovely pile of attraction around your lead. So I'm going to get you on the camera stand now. We'll get this one out there and I'm going to repeat the process. All three rods will look like that. I won't show you me doing it again. Just thought I'd show you one just so you know what I'm doing. So I'm going to get you up on the stand now and let's get some rods in. Right then, let's start off with this one. This is the short rig. So this is the shortest one I'm putting out. That's going to be the left-hand rod. The middle one's going to have the longest rig and the right-hand one's going to have what I call the middle length rig. But they're all going to look like that. So let's get them out. Well, in true East Coast style, I managed to get that cast wrong. That was meant to be the left-hand rod. It's now become the right-hand rod. So the right-hand rod has now got the short one on. I'm now going to put the mid-length one out, which that could land in the middle spot or the left-hand spot, who knows. But let's get it out and see which rod this is going to be. That last rod did actually end up as the left-hand rod, so this is now the middle one. So the longest link is gone on the middle rod. Just showing you, look at that. Let's put you there. Right hand rod is away, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, that's me eating my own words, isn't it? I said, yeah, I can't see how this rig works. I haven't even brought you down here and I've had a tape. And I've already put bait in. I've put half a kilo of bait out of there already. I've had a bite instant. Nice, and the paste is still on the lead. Not even dumped the paste, it's that quick. Wow. Well, that's a lot of egg on my face, isn't it? Because, yeah, I was quite confident this is a blank one, but I can say, well, at least I did try it. It was a request, but to the viewer that requested this, top shout, you know, great rig, never in doubt. Yeah, it's really surprised me, you know, to get a bite that quick. I've not even took the head torch off. It's barely got light. I put half a kilo of bait out on the spot. The paste is still on the lead, and already we've got a fish in the net. So yeah, happy days. Let's have a look at it, get it back and see if we can get another. So we're just gonna have a little look at this one. It's still hooked. So we're gonna have a look at the hook hold. You'll see, oh, the goose come out. It's paste on half the lead still. You're not a massive fish, are you? But you're very, very grateful. Right, so let's have a little look at where the hook hold is. You're going to flap now. Hang on, you crazy bugger. So the hook hold, yeah, it's right on the edge. It's well hooked as well, to be fair. Right in the scissors, proper in. I'm trying to pop it out one-handed. I can't do that. So I will just show you. There it is. Right, I'm going to get him unhooked and treated, and we'll get him back. That's him all treated, all carp cared up. Plenty of stuff around there. That's where the hook hold was. It's not torn it or nothing, but there is a little saw there. So we'll get you back now. Make sure your fins are down. Are they okay? Yeah. Right. Full of energy. Full of energy. There you go. As soon as you get your head out, you're off. He's gone. 3 days. I can move my peg now that I don't trip over. Someone suggested putting a peg in for my net. That's made it a lot easier than trying to keep the net still. So that was the shorter one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it repasted back up, get it back out. I won't show you me casting it out, but I am then going to put another 4 or 5 catapults of boilie over that area, because I don't think it's a bad thing getting some bait in. So we're off the mark. And this is the problem I have. My carp care kit, whatever I've got left, it gets wiped on there, as you'll see. Hence, yeah, the lovely stained joggers. I guess the more stains you got on the joggers, it means the more fish you caught in it. It's like, what is it? Feathers in your bow, whatever they call it. Anyway, let's have a little look at this while the rod's down here. Hang on, middle rod's away. Let's put you there. We're off again. Like I said, great rig, never in doubt. God, it's holding its ground, this one, I know. That feels a much better fish. It might not be now. They get lighter. The closer in they get, the bloody lighter they become. Yeah, it doesn't look much bigger than the other one. Just held its ground out there, like it proper pulled back out there. Again, the paste is still on the lead. Nice scaly one though. Oh, easy. There you go. That is a little bit bigger than the other one, but not as big as I thought it was out there. Again, let's take a little look in here because it is a lovely scaly one. You'll see the paste, the goo's just starting to like ooze out of that, so that hasn't had time to break down. Hook hold. Let's have a look. Get my bloody net out of the way. Come on, get over here. Right, hook hold. Smack bang in the bottom lip. Secure again. Don't know if I can. No, I can't pop that out one-handed. But yeah, smack bang in the bottom lip. It's got a little bit of a tear there, previous tear, so I will treat that. So I'll get him unhooked, we'll get him treated, and we'll get this one back. But look at the scales on that. What a lovely scaly one. Right, let's get him sorted. So he's all treated. I just want to show you something. Look inside his mouth at the leeches. It's terrible, that is. That means they have been sat just doing nothing, but you're all treated where you've got that tear in a sore. So we'll get you back now. And yeah, we'll check the rig. And that's 2 out of 3 rods gone. Let's just pick the net up. Let's see if we can get you back without lifting any fins. These fins flat. They look flat to me. He's getting on a double. Hang on, crazy. Hang on. He's bloody knotted himself up in the net now. Come on, let's spin you around. Look at those scales though. Lovely scaly one. Doesn't help me bloody rod in the way, does it? Making a right hash. Come on, East Coast, sort it out. Right, here we go. He's going this time. He's going. Yes, he's back. That's got to be probably the worst net release I've ever done on my channel yet. So congratulations, but that is 2 out of 3 rods now gone. So time to get some bait out there and those rods back out. And we're back to having 3 rods out there now. I've pasted them all up, gooed them up, dipped them, wrapped them. They've all gone out again. I can't remember which is on what, if I'm honest with you. I've just wanted to get them back out there because if there's fish out there to get 2 bites that quick, then I want to get back out there and I also want to get some more bait in now. So I'm going to leave you watching the rods. I'm going to grab the old bait back out of the van, catapult, see how many we can get in before the bloody seagulls come over. And let's see if we can get fish number 3. Woodpecker in the background as well, so if you listen out, you might even hear that. Can you tell I've just put bait in? They're hovering. Look at them bloody things. I reckon I got 7 pokefuls out before they turned up and started getting in on the action, so I've stopped again. I thought, do you know what, I'm not paying to feed them. Got some more bait out, we'll let them bugger off and I'll put a bit more in shortly. But now I'm going to put you back watching the rods and get the old kettle on, because I've not even got the kettle stuff out yet. What a manic start to the morning. Let's hope it continues. Oil away. Haven't even boiled the kettle yet. Oh no, it's just starting to boil. It's just steaming behind me. So we've been out, what, maybe 10 minutes. We're in again. Well, I didn't, unbelievable, look at that. I'm gonna have to put you down, the other one's away. Right, well I better show you this one quickly because he's an angry little scaly one. This was the one we've just unhooked and we're putting back. He's about £4, maybe 5. Nice scaly one though, full of energy. That's it, that's that net free, because we still do have one rod left. So that's the second double take so far in this video. What the hell is going on? It's crazy. Got my little peg here. Again, thanks for the person that suggested that. That's yeah, that's really helpful. Got common this time, probably £5, £6. No monsters, but we've now had 4 bites. Haven't even had a bloody coffee yet. So I'm going to get this one out, get him unhooked, get this rod moved, tidy some stuff up. We're going to leave just that solo rod out there and I'm having a coffee because this is mad. But we're going to put some more bait out as well, and they probably know it. So I'll see you when he's unhooked, treated and ready to go back. Here's this one ready to go back. He's all sorted and unhooked, treated. Just got to find your way out the net. Come on mate, get your head out. There he's going. He's going. Happy days. Right, so that's fish number 4. Just looked at the time, it's 8:38. I've been in the water 50 minutes max, 4 bites. Crazy. Right, I'm just going to get some bait out and we're going to have a coffee and just have a minute. Cheers all, first one of the video, and what a manic start we've had. We're literally 50 minutes in, 4 fish on the mat. What's going on? This, like I say, this rig, when the viewer requested it, I looked at it and thought, seriously, you're kidding me? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'm definitely eating my own words here because I've had 4 bites on it now in 50 minutes. I think some of it is area and placement and putting bait in, but the rig's definitely playing a part. I've not lost a fish. Hook holds have been pretty secure, to be honest. So, yeah, I might have to add that to my armoury. But while I'm having my coffee, firstly, thank you again to the viewer that requested this one. And secondly, thank you to you lot for the support you give my channel in whatever way that you are supporting me, whether you're a subscriber, a regular viewer, someone who comments, likes, shares, all of the above. Honestly, from me, thank you very much in whatever way you do support me. It is really appreciated. That's why I say it in every video. Also, I mentioned about the bell icon in the recent couple of videos. I have looked it up. You do need to be a subscriber to hit the bell icon, or from what I can work out, you do. So if you do subscribe or you have subscribed, make sure you click the bell icon. You'll know when I release a video then. If you don't subscribe, like I say, I'm pretty sure you can't press that button and get the notifications come through, but my videos come out at 6 PM in the evening. So if you don't want to subscribe or you haven't got a YouTube account, or for whatever reason, if you just look after 6 PM, if there's going to be one, it'll be out, and if there's not, then there's not. Also, the hype thing I've mentioned, and I keep plugging this now, that really does help my channel. I've noticed it really does promote and boost it. So if you are able to do that and you'd like to, please do. And I've mentioned before, you get 3 a week, so don't give one person all 3. If you support other people by watching them, try and share them evenly. In order to do this hype thing, from what I can work out, you slide the top comment below the video to the left, and there's a button that says hype this video. You just press it and that's it. So if you choose to do that, honestly, thank you very much. But whatever way you support me, again, thanks very much. But we're going to get back to the fishing now. But also, any other viewer requests, drop them below. You know, I've sort of looked at today's, like I said, and thought, I'm not fancying this. I'm having an absolute awesome session. So drop them in the comments below and I'll see how many I can get through over the course of the year. But again, from me, thanks very much. Can you tell I've put some more bait in again? Bloody things. I literally got 2 poults in and they were back. It's like they're sitting, waiting now. Coffee, that's not really going down, but I'm going to show you these. These are a game changer. McVitie's Digestive Gold. I thought I'd had these before, but I don't think I have. But yeah, they're good. So they're going to get eaten off camera, obviously. Won't be none of those going home today. Still got the one solo rod out there. The rod that's sort of leant up on the little bush there, the bait has actually been ripped off the D on that one, so I'm going to put a fresh bait on, but I'm going to change that one. I'm going to change it to one of the Winter Spice barreled wafters. Instead of a plum good round wafter, I'm going to change that to a barreled spice wafter. The one hanging on the ring, I don't know actually, let's just go have a bloody look, shall we? Let's go have a little look. Chaos down here, isn't it? But it's happening. How's this one looking? That's nearly pulled through. It's got a bit of a big gap. Hook's still sharp. I think we're going to send that back out. We're going to leave that one out. But this one, which is the short rig, I should just point out, we've caught 2 on the short rig, 2 on the long rig, and none on the medium. So that's a bit odd, but yeah, there's no bait on there. So the shorter one has caught 2 fish. The longer one has caught 2 fish. The one that I would have thought would have been the correct length so far has had nothing, and that's sort of been fished in the middle. You know, so it's had baits either side. I don't know. Does it make a difference, the length? At the minute, short 2, long 2, normal length 0. So maybe it does. I don't know. I guess the rest of the session will tell us. But you can see the sun's coming out. To be honest, today's conditions, you'll see I'm not in my suit. I'm in my Crocs. It's so much warmer today than it was yesterday. The conditions are completely different. You know, I did mention this in previous things. Sometimes the only thing against you is the condition and you can't change it. Whereas today, look at it. We've got a break in the clouds. Some sunshine, sun on the lake there. Fish are obviously feeding. It's a southwesterly blowing in. It's about 8-9 degrees. Yeah, and we're 4 fish into this one already. Happy days, and I expect there to be more. So I'm going to finish my coffee, smash a load of those biscuits down, get re-rigged up and get those rods back out. So I'll see you shortly. Well, the old seagulls are hanging around. I've just managed to get the right hand rod back out. I've not put one on there. Yep, middle rod, that's now gone. You'll see him sitting there, look. Common, sat there behaving himself. Not a monster, but that's the first bite we've had on the middle length hook link. So I'm going to get him out on the mat. We're going to get him unhooked and treated. We're going to get him back. Like I say, I can't keep 3 rods in the water. So I'll see when he's ready to go back in and he's treated. That's him all sorted. Do you know what? That was the best hook hold so far out of the lot. Smack bang in the centre of the bottom lip. You know, I couldn't ask for a better hook hold. He's a common, round, I don't know, 7 maybe. Am I being generous? Might be 6. Come on, mate. That's it, get your head out. That's it, he's gone. Happy days. Fish number 5. So we're just over an hour in. It's 9:10. I was going to allow till midday for this, to be honest. I was going to do a 4-hour slot in the hope to try and get a bite. I've now had 5 in an hour. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this till 10 o'clock. I know it seems stupid to a lot of you, but like, why would you change? Why would you stop if you're catching? It's just a viewer request featuring this rig, okay? So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to wind that rod back in and I'm going to change it to see if it's the rig that's being effective or is the hook bait playing a part in the effectiveness as well. So we're going to change all 3 hook baits now. We're going on Winter Spice barrels. We know the plum goo wafter's working really, really well. We've had 5 bites on it. The only thing we're now going to change is going to be the hook, the hook bait, not the hook link, the hook bait. And we're going to give it an hour fishing that as a bait. I'm going to put some more bait out. We're going to do exactly the same, fish the same spots, see if the outcome is anywhere close to the same. I'm not expecting 5 bites because that's just crazy to have that to start with in a day here this time of year, you know. So I'm just seeing if we can get 1. I'm going to give it till just gone 10 o'clock and then I can make an extra little video while I'm here, so that's happy days. Right, I'm going to get those rods all sorted. I'll show you them before they go out and we'll see how the last hour of this one goes. I thought while I'm just getting one ready, I'll show you it. It's exactly the same. Paste, goo, that's going to get covered in paste, dipped in there and then dipped in there. The rig's the same. Everything is the same except for the hook bait. It's a Winter Spice barreled wafter. Instead of a plum goo round wafter, this is a Winter Spice barreled wafter. Don't think the barrel over the round makes any difference. I'm just seeing if the colour and attraction does, you know, because the conditions have changed. I will point that out. It has become a lot more sunny, but that can only be a good thing over there, I'd have thought. I'm going to get a little bit more bait and I'm going to get all 3 rods out and then I'm going to scatter a little bit more bait out if I can. Because I reckon we're getting on close to 1 kilo of boilies gone in. I've been here, what, an hour and a half? Just shows If you find where they are sitting up or holding up, which there's definitely fish out there, there's got to be, because of the volume of bites I'm getting, there's got to be a big bulk of fish sat there. There's somebody fishing over in that peg over in the corner. I can't remember what it's called, but I've done an in the dark one there. I haven't seen him catch anything since I've been here. I've had 5, so he's fishing the same area I was fishing yesterday, but from the opposite side of the lake. Maybe the fish just weren't there yesterday. Maybe they were here. Just shows those 2 sightings I see driving past here last night on my way at the gate. Look what it's developed into today. You know, just little bits of information in it. But anyway, I'm waffling on. I need to get some rods in. We're going to give it an hour once all 3 are out, and we're going to see what happens. So I'll bring you back when all 3 rods are on the stand. Well, this will be a bit of terrible filming. You'll see. Got a rod in my hand. I was just putting the boilie crumb on that one I've just shown you that's going to go out there. So I'm going to bugger off and land this fish. I'll show you what it is if we get it in the net, and I'll bring you back shortly. Well, we got it in the net, and it's another beautiful scaly one, you know. Really, really lovely fish, that one. I'm just checking, because I've had a scaly one like that before. I know you've got 2 eyes. I've had one that's only got 1 eye. It's quite recognisable, and that looks very close to it, but it's not. But a lovely scaly one again. Right, I'm going to get this out, get it treated. We'll have a little look at him, and we'll get him back, because we now have no rods in the water. That's 6 bites, no rods in the water. It's not even 9:20. What an awesome day. So this one's had his carp care kit. He was hooked there. I just want to show the scales on this. What a lovely fish, look. Absolutely stunning scale pattern. They have some really, really lovely fish in here, you know. You're getting on. Well, he's definitely a double. He might not look it on the camera, but oh yeah, you're definitely a double. Not much over it, but what a beautiful fish. Right, let's see if we can get a nice swim out shot. Are you going? Look at that. What a stunning fish. Thank you very much. Oh, he's just sitting down there. Oh no, he's gone. I thought I'd show you where I actually got to. I nearly got sorted, ready to cast in. Just finished putting the boilie crumb on. Didn't get a chance to pick the rod up because that one was gone. But that is now bite number 6. So far we've had 6 bites. We've landed all 6 fish, which, hang on a second, touch wood. Yeah, because number 7, if we get one, you know, is going to bloody fall off now. But before I get that rod out there, like I say, those 2, I'm going to swap all 3 to this setup now. I am going to put some more bait in. Okay, I do go on about bait here a lot, but if you come here to fish, or you fish here already, and you just come and fish bags or singles, try putting some bait in. I can guarantee you will have a better session long term. You might not on one particular day, but over the course of your season or your visits here, trust me, if you put bait in, you will catch more. It's very, very simple. This is one of those lakes, it responds to bait, but I've found I didn't do too well when I spun bait out. I've done really well catapulting, spomming, not so much. So that's the only sort of advice I can give on that one. But for now, we're going to get a few more pouches out there until the seagulls return, and then we'll get some rods out on fresh hook baits. Well, I've had to stop now, and as soon as I've stopped, most of the seagulls are gone. There's still 2 flying around open. I'm going to continue. Not a chance. And there's 1 sat on the lake waiting. Forget it. Bait wise, I'm going to show you. I'm down to that. You see what the bag looked like at the start of the session. It's 23 minutes past 9. If you're wondering why there's loads of bits of crumb at the bottom, it's because these are the ones in a previous video I soaked in Baileys. Can't remember how many weeks I've had them now. Probably 5. They're absolutely fine. The crumb in there, it just sort of like sticks to the bait. So they're sort of replicating what my lead's doing, but in a smaller version. Whether it makes any difference or not, I don't know. But yeah, fish are definitely liking them. I've got no rods in. I'm going to get all 3 in. Like I say, that hasn't even moved yet. That one's going to go in. I'm going to swap those other 2 over. Once I have 3 rods out in the lake, then we're going to give it 1 hour. So if I get a bite before all 3 are out, then it's just extra bonus time. I allow till midday. Like I say, it's 24 minutes past 9, 25 minutes past 9 now. So if I give it till 11, I'm happy with that. But anyway, I'll get these rods out, and let's see how we get on. Yay, I've got 3 rods out. Let's hope there's not 3 out there for too long. I'm hoping changing the colour and the flavour of the hook bait isn't going to change the action, because, like I say, there's definitely a big pack of fish out there, and they are feeding. 6 bites on 1 hook bait within, I don't know, an hour and 20 minutes, something like that, hour and a half. If we now go for this hour, I'm going to give it an hour, because that'll be long enough to know if the hook bait has played a part in getting a bite or not getting a bite. and we're going to see what happens, because there's another video I want to make today and this condition is perfect for it. So I'm going to give this an hour. We're going to see what happens. Yep, what we've got down here, look. I'm going to say, not seen a robin all morning, I have now. We'll see what happens in this hour. I'm going to put you on the stand, let you watch the rods. Hopefully they rattle off again and we can get fish number 7. But if we don't, then maybe we've got to consider, yeah, changing the hook bait was a bad move. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Let's put you on the stand now, watching those rods. Looks lovely out there, doesn't it? Blue, near on clear skies, bit of sunshine coming through, nice mild southwesterly coming in. Yeah, it's definitely carpy conditions. That's definitely played a big part in why we've had the action we've had, is the conditions. But also the rig, you can't knock it. 6 for 6. Yeah, it's definitely a good rig after all. Right, let's see what the next hour brings. Didn't think we was going to get a bloody bite on this. We've been fishing about 20 minutes. It's the longest I've had rods in the water the whole session. Still pick that other line up, haven't we? Well, that's the first one on the winter spice. It took 20 minutes. Common around, I don't know, you might go double figures. Let's have a look. Let's dip the net. Let's have a little look at you. Yeah, you might be double. He's happy, he's treated, he's gone back. Right, that is bite number 1, but it took 20 minutes. So, I don't know. Don't know what you lot make of that. It's the longest I've had rods in the water without any action. Could just be coincidental, but I'm going to get some more paste wrap round there. We've got, how much have we got left? Oh dear. Yeah, probably going to be the last cast of this session. And then as they go, I'm going to leave them on the rest if they go. So we've got about 40 minutes left. Let me get it wrapped up and let's get back out there and try and get another one. That's that one back out there now. I didn't need to add any more paste, so I've still got what I just shown you in the pot left, because there was enough on there to dip it in the primer and put the boilie crumb around it and put it back out. So I have got at least one more cast in this video if I need it. I've looked, the time is 10:28, so we've got 32 minutes left to see if we can get one more. To be honest, I've had 7 more than I expected, so if I don't catch anything else in the next 32 minutes, I'm not bothered. But I don't know if changing that hook bait is the reason why it's took longer to get a bite, or whether the fish are slightly moving away from this area. Now there's been a few like caught off it. I don't know. Could be coincidental, but I'm going to put you back on the camera stand, let you watch the rods for the remainder of the time, see if we get one more. Hopefully we do, and if we don't, I guess it's wind them in and do the old outro, but fingers crossed we get fish number 8. That would be really, really cool, and that would be the most I've had in one video, I think. Pretty sure I've never had 7 in a video before, might be wrong, but number 8 would definitely seal it, wouldn't it? Anyway, I'll see you shortly. Think we've got a take on that left rod again. Definitely twitched and bounced. You know what, let's hit it and just have a look. Yep, we're in again. Very subtle bite, that one. Didn't actually pull the line out the clip. So this angry one in here, it's getting on 9-ish pound, I'd have thought. It's fish number 8. He's destroyed the rig, destroyed the bait, so that rod's not going back out, and he's definitely ready to go back. Hang on a minute, you crazy bugger. That's going to be one of those that buries himself in the net. Come on, get your head out and then you can go. That's it, off he goes. Happy days, fish number 8. Well, you'll see with all 3 rods on the rest, that is the end. The time is up. So we've ended up with 8. 6 on the plum and 2 on the winter spice. Whether that's made a difference, changing the colour of the hook bait, I don't know. That one I've just cracked open. I'll just show you inside. The stuff's drawn in, but not as far as I thought it had. But it's obviously still working. So originally it was a white barrel, and that's been soaking for, I don't know. It's gone very soft, a little while, a few weeks. But it's drawn in that far, but it's obviously working. But for now, that's going to be it. So it's time to spin around, do the old outro, and start the next one. So that brings me to the end of this one, and using a rig that I don't ever think I have used, or I would have used if I hadn't been suggested it. So to the viewer that requested it, thank you very much. I've had 8 fish on that today on this 3-hour session. So yeah, that's a much more effective rig than I thought. Hopefully there's something on the video you can take from it and maybe use in your own fishing. But from me on this one, that's it. Don't forget the old thumbs up, subscribe and all that business, and I'll see you out and about on the next one.